Blessings, everyone. Hi. I'm coming to, like, it's dark here, so all I have is my little light on to show you who I am, but I thought this was a really important message and I want to just pop in and share it with you. Around, what is it that we really want to be devoted to? There's actually a practice that you can be really devoted to, and if you do devote yourself to this practice, you can really free yourself from fear, overwhelm, insecurity, emotional pain. And so if you're somebody who feels kind of stuck right now, I don't know, it's the holiday time, maybe you're feeling a little overwhelmed, anxious, stuck. I don't know, if you're just not feeling totally on fire in yourself, then keep watching this video is for you. So, hi Lisa, welcome. Be devoted to this practice. And I'm wondering, all of you who are watching this likely are on a personal growth path. You're all into the healing arts. I'm doing Facebook and Instagram too, by the way. So if I'm looking back and forth, that's why I'm trying to do 2 cameras at one time. Hey, welcome. And so what is it that we need to be devoted to? And something that we might miss, it's so subtle, but I found again and again, and I'm continuing to, I was just aware of it today when I became aware of what I was thinking. And so what you want to be devoted to is which thoughts you chew on. Like, be super choosy about the types of thoughts you start to ruminate, perseverate, or chew on. I was talking to a client earlier, and anytime, and especially if you're not feeling so hot, I don't know, say you wake up grumpy or something happens and it triggers you and you just have a feeling in your body that's uncomfortable for whatever reason. Now, if you're mindful and you pay attention, you'll notice you'll have thoughts that follow that feeling. And likely the thoughts that are attached to that feeling are real. They're real thoughts. You're really having them, and they look something like, I'm never going to get it right. It's never going to be enough. I'm never going to get there. I'm not where I'm supposed to be. It's likely some story of lack, some story of not being good enough, or some story of someone else, making things hard for you, and that's what's making you, struggle. And though triggers happen and they're real, triggers are anything that happened in the moment that remind me of something else that I've experienced that I haven't quite processed all the way, and so I'm gonna feel it a lot more in this present moment in relation to what happened than what actually happened. We might sometimes call this an overreaction, and I don't think there's any such thing. I think anytime we're overreacting, we can usually trace it back to a felt sense in the body that's getting kicked up, like some emotion, sadness, fear, anger, restlessness, frustration, contempt. These are all emotions that we might be feeling that can cause a lot of shitty thinking. And so you need to be devoted to watching your mind like a hawk. And the moment you notice that you're having some, hey, Textile and Thread, hey, Long Beach School of Yoga, welcome. Anytime I'm talking about being devoted to this practice helps to free you from overwhelm and fear. And the simple practice that I'm talking about, and you might just watch the video from the beginning if you're just tuning in now, is being devoted to the thoughts that you chew on, being devoted to the thoughts that you entertain, and realizing the connection between thoughts and feelings. So if I'm feeling kind of crappy, the thoughts that I'm having about that feeling likely can't be trusted. You are not what you think. And when we actually start to look at our thoughts and question them, things begin to turn around. And so right now, you might just take a moment. If there's any feeling in your body that's challenging, if there's something that you're carrying around that's hard, a situation, you know, a relationship, anything that's really getting under your skin, some conversation that you had, something that triggered you. And maybe you're still feeling the trigger right now as you're watching this, and you can just start to ask yourself, what am I believing right now about myself or about life? And then just start to write down everything and start to notice the garbage that your mind is spewing. And while you can't stop the thoughts from happening, there's no way to stop yourself from thinking, you can be really devoted to your own well-being and just, you know, get out of the thought loop. Don't feed those thoughts. And the way that you can do that, there's such a simple one. Come back to your breath. As you come back to your breath and you sustain your awareness with your breath, the limiting story, that thing that's got you that you're chewing on, like what are you perseverating on? You can't be obsessed with a thought and a story and breathing and conscious of your breathing at the same time. So that's how we unhook from the stories. We come back to the breath. And if it's really strong, really powerful, you can, you know, do something to occupy your mind that's different. Come and do a distraction. Hey, Stephanie, welcome. You know, I love to knit. So one of the things I love about knitting is that, you know, I can meditate on the sound of the needles clicking and the feeling of my breath as I'm doing it. It's also like keeps my mind busy because I'm working out the pattern, right? But if I'm really, really overwhelmed, if something happens that really bothers me, then that's, you know, it's too hard to focus on that. A walk is good medicine and breathing. So you want to take yourself out of the, like, the whole intricate weaving of whatever's happening. And, you know, you want to get yourself out the intricate weaving of, you know, the people, the story, that you want to just step all the way out of that. Come back to neutral, come back to the breath, come back to a walk. And this unhooks you from the limiting narrative and gives you new insights and perspective. And I'm going to stop there for today. You might just check in with your practice of, like, are you really aware of the stories that you're telling yourself? Not just in general, but right now. And then can you take that devotion to being like a hawk to your own thinking so that you can pull yourself out of the bullshit of, like, taking yourself down a really scary fear story, or taking yourself down the not good enough story, or taking yourself down the no one cares about me story, or whatever the story is. It's only your deep devotion to your well-being that will do this for you. And no one has that for you but you. No one's coming to pull you out. It's time for you to show up for you. And so start taking deep care of yourself. And today we're really talking about taking deep care of your mental environment and stopping fueling shitty thinking. If you're feeling bad, those thoughts that are going with that bad feeling are likely thoughts that are keeping you stuck in the bad feeling. I hope that serves you today. Be devoted. Be devoted to the mind, to the thoughts that you allow your mind to chew on. And choose wisely which thoughts those are. And allow the garbage thoughts that are just coming and going willy-nilly by default to come and go. Don't give them importance if they're making you feel bad. Okay? The thoughts will tell you if you don't pay attention to them, you're going to get sideswiped and taken advantage of or something like that. No. Unhook from the thinking, come back to the breath, get some space, and then you'll know what to do. And it won't be from your thinking. It will come from a deeper place within you. So I hope this serves you today. Please do like or share this video if it did. Comment as well. I do read the comments and it helps me know if this landed for you or not. And I look forward to seeing you again soon. Sending you so much love and many, many blessings. If you are not on my newsletter and you want to stay in touch with me and get these videos emailed to your inbox, as well as content, I write really, really cool content to go with these videos to help you. So even if you didn't get to watch the video, you'd have some content to support you this week. Then please sign up for my newsletter. I'll leave a link. On Instagram, it'll be in my profile, and on Facebook, I'll leave the link in this video description. All right? So much love, many blessings. Namaste. Namaste. Instagram.